Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and yes, you too, now all-time favorite, the lovely, the venerable, my beautiful children of the corn. It is your light-skinned summer Ajax 87 back up in this thing again, and as you can see, we're not in virtual space at the moment. We are in fact in real space, and as you can conclude by the title that we have today, we are getting ready to unbox and unview, albeit relatively really late, about 2 years so late, a Lenovo Legion Go, or at least that's what I think this is. I haven't opened up the box yet, but hey, without further ado, let's go ahead and bust this thing open and see what we're talking about here. Now, as you can gather by the title, the reason for me acquiring a Legion Go right now is because I want to be able to see if I can test playing Star Citizen in DCS on the go, on a handheld, on the Legion Go handheld, if you will. So we got the order. It's in very good condition. It's a used very good condition. So we'll see how good a condition it actually is. Let's go ahead and play with some of this popcorn, swim around in here. Oh my gosh, I lost some. And we found some. We got some. Oh, what is this right here? Alright. Let's see if there's anything else in the box. Nope, that is it. So this is our Lenovo Legion Go. And we're gonna go ahead and buy the power. Oh look, it's got the little charging port in there already. Okay, so that's interesting. It's not the Lenovo box that I was expecting. But hey, through the power and magic of editing, we're gonna go ahead and take this off and see what we got inside. And here we go. Here is the Lenovo Legion case. As you can see, legit Lenovo. It's rubberized, nice hard case, somewhat hard case. Here is the 65-watt charging cord that comes with the standard. And just over a quick view and inspection, it's like minimal scratches, nothing too bad, nothing too crazy. I'm looking around just because this is going to give me an indication of how well the person who had it before took care of it. And okay, got little abrasions here. Okay, nothing wrong with that. The pins on the inside of here, y'all can't really see it that good because of my lighting. Sorry about my lighting, but I like to set the mood. Anyway, all this stuff looks pretty good. It doesn't look frayed. It doesn't look ripped or torn or damaged or anything like that. Looking at the connector here, I'm sorry, let me get y'all in the light. Let me get out the light. This looks pretty good here. All that looks good. So again, this is a used Lenovo Legion. This is allegedly refurbished, or maybe it's returned. They didn't specify, but I'm assuming it is refurbished. But we're gonna go ahead and bust open for the main star of the show, and we're gonna all right, look at that. Oh, look at that. Okay, don't look too bad so far. All right, got the little padding up here. We're gonna take our time getting to it, make sure the case and everything is in good condition like we want it to be. Let me see if I can adjust some of this light here. And we're gonna go ahead and pull tab and just grab this nice little thing out. Look at that here. Look at that there. Look at that right there. Okay, that thing's nice and shiny. You know what I'm talking about? Thing is nice and shiny. We'll move the control sticks around. Make sure that they center. Make sure that all of these click. All right, all the buttons click. I'm gonna do a wobble test. These seem pretty stiff, pretty firm on here. That's good. Here's that mouse optical doohickey that everybody be talking about. Flip that, make sure it flips, and it does. We'll put power to it to see if actual power comes to it. Okay, let's take a look at that port. Make sure that port isn't damaged, and it looks okay. Check the back side. Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Doesn't look like they have opened it up at all as far as doing any type of modifications. The fan on the inside, you can't really see in here, I don't think too good, but the fan looks good and clean. And yeah, so let's go ahead and pop this back part open. Ooh, this is good and firm. This is good and firm. Okay. All right, looking good. It's got windows in here. Everything looks pretty nice. This seems pretty solid. All right, that looks good there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a all right, them buttons click. I forgot to check those buttons. Those buttons click. It's got a little bit, you can see it right there, just a wee bit of play. Let me see. This one's pretty stiff, but this one got a wee bit of play. Let's pop that off. Pop that off real easy. You see you got the little rubber pads here that's supposed to help support it. See what these connectors are looking like. Connectors looking pretty good so far. These screws looking pretty much stock. Let's see what we got up in here. All right, got a little bit of, crust right there, but that's okay. That's all right. Some people say that this feels cheap and that this feels like it's not well made or something. I don't know about that. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of scuffing and damage right here on the corner. Okay, got a little bit of damage right there. Okay, but some people say, oh yeah, this doesn't look good, or okay, got a little more damage right here. Now, y'all, a lot of y'all don't know me, but I'm very particular about how I keep the quality and the condition of my things. So this is gonna bother me a little bit. I'm gonna eventually smooth that down and probably buff that out, make it look smooth again. But outside of that, everything looks good, just like I said. Besides that, I got a little bit of wear there. I'm not too concerned about that. Everything seems to click and press like it's supposed to. And, do we got our first issue here? Looks like, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, right here, this little piece looks like a piece of plastic broke, and I'm not sure what it was that broke. So let's take a look at where it's supposed to connect. And this is where it's supposed to connect. So it looks like, I don't know, but I don't see anything really damaged in here. There's nothing left in there. Let's go ahead and pop off this other side and see what it's talking about. All right, we'll just sit that up there. All right, we'll inspect this while we're doing it at the same time. Got a little bit of abrasion right there. I don't know what they did with that, but that's all right. All right, so let's see. This side looks pretty decent so far. Okay, so that's what it is. It's this little piece. I'm sorry, I'm all kind of out of view, all out of angle. But yeah, so this is what we got right here. This piece that was broken on the other side. Sorry, my camera work is trash. Forgive me, y'all. But yeah, outside of that, got a little bit of gooch juice right there. A little bit of skin buildup right there. That's all right. Nothing a little bit of Lysol won't fix. Got a little bit of abrasion right there, but outside of that, it looks all good. I don't think they've ever tried to open this before. The screws look good. There's no scratching in there like they try to go in there and open it up, and everything looks like it's in pretty good condition. All those buttons button, all the sticks stick. Well, they move like sticks should. And yeah, everything in here seems pretty good, like it's supposed to be. Now, they were saying that the way that this plastic is kind of, I don't know what you would call this material, but they said that it is a fingerprint magnet, but we shall see how that is over time. We got our up and down buttons here. We got a USB-C 4.0, I believe this is here. And then, I'm so sorry about my lighting, y'all. We got the USB or the micro SD card slot here. There's the ventilation to blow out the hot air. This is your speakers. And there's our other port there. And yeah, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and charge this up. Oh look, we got this little piece here, so that's good. This is that oh my gosh, the mouse stand. This thing is in here pretty good. Hold on, let me set this thing off to the side real quick. Yeah, all right, yeah, that thing is in there pretty good. Okay, this base got a little bit of something to it, make you feel like it's there. But apparently, you're supposed to take the right controller, slide it in there like that. It feels magnetized, but it can tilt back and forth. I don't believe it's meant to do like that. Okay, but you're moving around like that. Okay, I can see how you can FPS this. It's weird, at least for my hands, because my index fingers don't kind of sit in the right spot, but I guess it's all right. That'd be kind of weird to get used to with FPS mode with Star Citizen, but I guess it'll be all right. See, I guess that could be our switch weapons mode. This could be our reload button. This maybe be our zoom in and then shoot, pew, pew. I don't know what this would be. I don't know. Got a scroll wheel here. This is in a weird location. Apparently you can pop these off. Apparently not on these, but I've seen people pop these off, but I'm not gonna mess with that too much. This one seems to be stuck in place, as you can see. I try to do that, and I don't know what this is. This hole looks like it may be a microphone of sorts. I'm not sure. We'll look into it a little bit later. This didn't come with any instruction. It just came with what you see here before. So Yeah, I mean, overall, this seems pretty decent. These do not feel cheap, like most people are saying. I don't know what their frame of reference is, but I mean, it does not feel cheap. It feels sturdy for lightweight plastic. I believe it's made pretty well. So, yeah, both of these look pretty good. Again, they are lightweight, but I'm not sure what people mean by they feel cheap. I mean, it's the same plastic that any other game controller uses. It's just not as much of it because it's such a small, you know, apparatus, if you will, a small peripheral, if you will. Sorry for that. Anyway, so yeah, we got this. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge this thing up, and after it charges, we're gonna come back and we are going to boot it up and see what it do. And hopefully by that time, press the power button. Oh, I wasn't trying to boot it up yet. No, I wasn't ready. No, I wasn't ready. No, delete and go. Okay, I'm playing startup. All right, let's see what we got right here. All right, just a momento. I do need to cut this off and give it a full charge because I don't know if there's a new battery in here or not. But speaking of new battery, I have in my car an 81 watt battery with the intent to replace the stock battery that's in here. But I also have an external battery battery pack that I want to couple with this. So I don't know which one I want to do first. Y'all let me know which one I'm going to do. Eventually I'm going to do both of them so I can have the maximum battery in there, because as you all know, this thing uses up a ton of power. Okay, sound ain't too bad. Okay, we gonna be in the Americas. Oh wait, let me use this thing. Okay, this ain't bad. All right, after being connected and checking for updates, I'm pretty sure it's going to be tons of updates. But anyway, while it's checking for updates, I'm going to go ahead and plug this up again because it needs to be charged and it needs to get all the juices, because I don't know what the battery level is. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this thing charged while it's looking for updates. There are plenty of videos about how the updates go and all of this stuff. I might show y'all what I do. I've been using those YouTube videos to go through and find the updates. Again, this is 2026 May time frame, so there may be new updates. I haven't seen any new videos about people who have picked this up in almost mid 2026. So we're gonna see what's happening. Last updated April 24, so that's been 2 years ago, just a little over 2 years ago. Briefly perused through this. LifeLock, okay, data monitoring, government law. Pretty much they're gonna steal all my information and data. Yeah. I wish this indicator light would tell me what the battery status is, or give you like an indication of the battery status. Green for good, like, 100% down to 70%, then 69% down to 30% for yellow, and then red for all of that. All right, so anyway, it's gonna go ahead and do all this downloads and updates. By the time all this gets done, I'll come back and I'll show you all what we got to go. So this is part one. Stay tuned for part two, and yeah, we'll see what it does. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it's like to download Star Citizen, how long it's going to take to download Star Citizen on this device, and then if it's actually even going to run on this device. I haven't seen anybody do a Star Citizen in a handheld shindig before, so that's what we're going to do. But anyway, we'll catch you back on the next one. Again, I've been Light Skin Simmer Ajax 87, and reminding you to straighten up and fly right. We'll catch you among the stars. Peace out.